Okay, so while that is going on, I'd like to just talk real quick or make a quick video about the things that I would do if I were to be leaving Nigeria today, if I want to leave Nigeria and move to a different country. And I don't think I've made a video like this before, but I think it's about time to just like summarize what my thought process would have been if I were to be, if my goal was to leave Nigeria today. And the way that I think about it is this: it's leaving Nigeria is not just about leaving Nigeria. You have to be strategic in the sense that if you leave Nigeria and go to some nameless country, honestly, you've just wasted your time. So the way that I would think about it is, it's either I move to Australia, the United States, Canada, or the UK. Those four. I mean, there are other countries that are less popular, but the process is not very straightforward. And you can also like move to some other countries, like probably like countries in the Schengen region, but you're gonna have issues because they don't speak English. So I'm gonna focus on those four for the purpose of this video. And what I'll try and do is discuss the path that I would take based on what my budget is. Okay, so let's say you have money. You have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money to spare, your best bet is to just go to the UK. The reason being that if you can pay the tuition, you can get admitted into a school, you can pay the tuition, you get probably a master's degree or something, and that sort of break the barrier of not having experience outside of your country. Because when you're applying to any of those four countries that I mentioned to you, one of the big things that they look forward to is, do you have any travel experience? Have you been outside of your home country before? What are the chances that if you're given the opportunity, you come back home? And UK is probably the easiest of them all, because if you can afford to pay the tuition, you get the visa for most cases. So that's what I would do. If I have money, I'll go to the UK. And if the UK is not my final destination because, visa issues and stuff, I would go to the UK, get an advanced degree, get a job, and then leverage my degree and my experience to maybe move to Canada, or leverage my degree to get another advanced degree in America. You would notice that all through this video, I'm going to focus more on the degree path, because that is probably the easiest way to transition or to immigrate from your country into a different country, as it does not only give you the opportunity to get a degree along the line, you also get to learn about the culture and integrate yourself into the country that you're moving to. If you take a different route, say like visitor's visa or something, you might find it difficult to assimilate the culture. But if I don't have money, which I think most people fall into, if I don't have a lot of money, not if I don't have money at all, it's going to be difficult if you don't have money at all. But if I don't have a lot of money, this is what I'll do. I would apply for programs in the United States, because it's kind like, for most programs, you don't need a lot of money to go through the school. If you've studied well in school, you can get some sort of funding. It's going to take a lot of work on your hand, but it's doable. Okay. So I'm going to get funding and apply to schools, get funding. And once you have a funded program, two things: you can see all of my other videos on the channel. If you're coming here for a well-funded program and the school is reputable, your chances of getting the visa is significantly high as compared to going to a no-name school with no form of funding. Take a break. My food is burning. Yeah, well, I'm adding more water to it. Okay, I'm back. I had to go check my food. So if I don't have a lot of money, I'll come to the United States. I would get my degree in order, my first degree, apply for programs that are reputable in a reputable institution, and try my best to get funding, even if it's not full funding, say maybe partial funding. That's going to help with your visa application process, and then come to the United States. And, there are so many things. I've made so many videos about how to transition from F1 visa to permanent residency in America. You can hang around in the channel and watch those ones. Now, if I don't have any money at all, say I am dead broke. And by dead broke, I'm saying dead broke in the sense of spending dollars, not dead broke in the sense of spending naira. Because if you're dead broke, maybe you're not destined to live. No insult intended. But if you don't have a lot of money, like you're just trying to brute force your way through it, this is what I would do. I would target Canada. And what I would do with Canada is I'm not going to go in as a student. I'm going to go in through the Express Entry program. The things that money will buy you is to fast track the process of either going to the UK or the United States. If you don't have any money, well, the process is going to be slow for you because you're going to have to go through the Canada route. And that takes a lot of time because you're essentially waiting in the pool to get invited. So what I'll do is take the little money that I have. I'm going to take IELTS exam. I think Canada and Australia, they both have that kind of exam, immigration, to test your English language. So I'm going to take that with the little money that I have, evaluate my degree with the little money that I have, and get in the pool. What that will do for you is that it gives you a spot in the line. Even though you don't have a really high score, you're in the pool as an applicant already. Okay. So when you've done that, the next thing you want to do to increase your chances is, if you have a bachelor's degree, you want to get a master's degree. And it's again, you're sacrificing time for money now. Okay. So you're going to go and get a master's degree at, say, like one of the programs at National Open University. And once you get that degree, it's going to help you move up your points for the Express Entry program. That's option one. Another option is this. If you don't have any money at all and you've been doing well in your career path, America has a program called the National Interest Waiver, which is sort of like a program that gives you a green card to live in the US permanently. I've made several videos about that. And it's the idea behind the program is that it allows you to immigrate to the United States if you think you have a chance of contributing something significant to the country, and that if you think the country would benefit from your presence. It's on you to prove that. But if you can, which typically you will require an advanced degree, you would require some sort of achievement medal. Maybe you've participated in something, it's kind of like a complicated process, really. You can check around the channel to see some of the articles that I've published or some of the videos that I've posted about NIW, but that's another option that you can explore. And this will probably work well if you have a job in Nigeria already. Say you're a professor in Nigeria, you're a researcher, it becomes a bit easier, or you're a manager somewhere. It becomes a bit easier. But those are the options that I would explore if I were to be in Nigeria today and I'm trying to move outside of Nigeria. The first would be, if I have a lot of money, I would go to the UK. If I don't have a lot of money, I would come to the US. If I don't have any money at all, I would explore Canada and Australia. And when I'm exploring Canada or Australia, I'm not exploring it as an international student. I'm exploring it as a permanent resident, immigrant. And that involves writing, say, IELTS and evaluating your degree and getting into the pool and hoping that you get invited to migrate. But that's all I have for you in this video. If there's any particular thing that you think I should have covered that I didn't cover, don't hesitate to point that out in the comments. And if I know about it, I will share some more information about it. But that's it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.